right, good people. This is something that was a big time request. This guy wanted to know about Santos. Are they the higher end frame of all of the Cartier wear? Well, Santos, I'm going to go down a few of these and just show you that I got a lineup. These here are going to be your Santos must. They have the screws, of course, 3 gold screws, and they have the platinum, 3 brushed platinum on the side as well. The next ones are the romance. These are the romances, which are as well Aviator style. They got the 3 screws and the gold on the side as well. Now we're going to go to the bigger ones, which are your 62 millimeters, and these are Santos's as well. But these are the Santos Aviator, larges. These are the 62 millimeters. They have the gold screws on them and on the edges as well as on the side of them. And then, last but not least, these are the romances as well. But these are the romance extra large. Romance comes in 2 sizes, a 59, I believe, and they come in a 56. So these are the 2 styles. These are a pair that already I had lenses in them after I got them cleaned. But let's go back down to the first one. The first one is the Santos Must. Probably one of the, it's really hard to find these frames. When these frames start getting 30 years old and older, it is so hard to find these frames. It's got its original gold temples on them, as you can see. You want to always look to, like I always say, 55, 20. These are the larger ones than the 53. Under here, it's under the gold bar. Underneath the Aviator bar is where the stock number and serial number, is. As I said, these have the burgundy temples. And if you look at the side of them, they have the 2 screws. Actually, it's 2 sides and there's 1 front. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how you know that they're Santos. Again, these are the Santos in the must. Now these here are the romances. As I stated before, you always want to check and look on the back. You always want to make sure. And if they don't show you a picture, you say, hey, send me a picture so I can see that this is real. You want to make sure these are the eye dimensions. These are 86s. And these here are the serial numbers on them. Again, the eye channels are cleaned out. You want to go again, like I said, with the screws on the side. You got 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. These screws are 2 millimeter screws that go into these slots. Sometimes you can get online and find them for replacements, but I just tell people, go to your jeweler and get a 2 millimeter diamond and put the diamonds in them. I did that for a friend of mine. He wanted all the screws taken out and wanted them all diamonds in it. So they had 2 millimeter stones. They look pretty sharp. Again, now we go to the big boys. These here are your Aviators, your large ones, your 62s. You got your 3 gold screws here. You got your 3 on the side as well here. As I stated before, these have the burgundy temples, which is they are vintage. You can look at the date. You see how they start. Look, see it. Cartier Paris 5914. And then underneath the bar, you can see the serial numbers and also the nose pieces. You want to make sure that your nose pieces are clear. You don't want somebody's old nose sweat or some old dried up makeup that's been on there and they're all brown and you're buying it for $500 and $600 with somebody's nose sweat or old ear temples. The temples are all old and cracked. You don't want to buy no, and then they want $500 and $600. No, you need to price these frames. These right here are gonna run you about $12.50 to $13.50. These are your romances, the same as the other ones. They're just a little bit bigger. As I said before, you want to check and make sure that the serial numbers are underneath. You got 3 of the gold screws, 3 of the gold screws, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 of the gold screws on the other side. These here have the black and gold temples on them. Some may be platinum and gold, some may be black and gold. These here as well are 86s, and these are 61s. Like I said, they're larger. Brand new, new old stock, brand new nose pieces in them. Santos glasses, to me, are that, comparable to wear with a nice Cartier Santos watch. You don't have to have all them diamonds and everything all over it. That don't bling you up. You know what I'm saying? These was blinging before these cats even put all these diamonds and all this other fake stones and stuff in there. Use what you have. An original pair of Cartiers have enough power and enough respect that 50 out of 100 people know what you're wearing. And these are not the type of frames that you're just going to get online and say, let me order a pair. You need to make sure that the frame is really looked over good. You're going to need to make sure that there's no cracks in it in none of the frames. You need to make sure that the welds are all original. It's nothing redone. Because if you buy a pair of spot welded pair of Cartier frames, they will break in eventual time. And they can sit there and say, no, they won't, none of these. Trust me, like I've been at this for 30 years. I know exactly what they'll do. Like I stated, this is for a guy who wants to see the difference of the frames, the difference of the romance. They want to see the difference between the Aviator. These here's another pair of romance, but they're smaller. And these here are the musts in the larger 55s. Again, this is G Money with Gmoneyfashions. You got any questions, hit me up. I thank you guys again so much for looking. And if you want to find out where these are, you can go to poshmark.com, Gmoneyfashions, or just Google Gmoneyfashions. Thank you so much. Give me a like if you like. Thank you.